Did you know that deconstructivism, emerging in the late 20th century, was heavily influenced by Jacques Derrida's ideas of deconstruction in philosophy and literary theory? In architecture, it became a movement that challenged traditional forms and symmetry, aiming to fragment and disrupt conventional building structures. Archigram, an avant-garde architectural group in the 1960s, the group's name, a blend of architecture and telegram, reflected their desire to communicate new ideas and challenge the established norms of architecture at the time. Key members of Archigram were Warren Chalk, Ron Herron, Peter Cook, David Green, Mike Webb, and Dennis Crompton. They envisioned a high-tech utopia inspired by popular culture, science fiction, and the space age, aiming to revolutionize how people conceived of urban living and architecture. As they explained this in an old video commercial of Archigram.
Archigram thinks architects should stop making bigger and better boxes and get down to the real business of architecture today, which they think is survival.
Another famous architect of the deconstructivist era was Lebbeus Woods. An experimental architect is often associated with ideas that align with post-structuralist theories. His work explores themes of instability, fragmentation, and transformation, challenging the fixed and stable structures of traditional architecture. Archigram's work, while visionary and influential, attracted a range of critiques from architectural theorists, practitioners, and cultural commentators. Kenneth Frampton, a major critic of Archigram's approach, felt their work lacked a connection to the lived experiences of individuals in the city. He argued that Archigram's focus on large-scale, mobile infrastructures overshadowed the smaller-scale, everyday architecture that actually shapes urban life. Frampton's emphasis on a critical regionalism, aimed at a more grounded, localized architecture that considers place and context, stands in direct contrast to Archigram's futuristic and often decontextualized visions. Peter Cook, one of Archigram's own founders, reflected on this critique, acknowledging that their focus was often on fantasy, which perhaps left them vulnerable to accusations of ignoring deeper social dynamics. Today we are going to talk about Ron Herron, who was a British architect and key member of the avant-garde Archigram group, best known for his visionary project, The Walking City. Herron's work challenged traditional architectural norms, blending utopian ideas with radical, adaptive urban concepts. The Walking City is a conceptual architectural project created in 1964 as part of the British group Archigram's avant-garde approach to urbanism. Herron imagined mobile, self-contained cities that could roam the globe, responding to needs and changing conditions. The Walking City was not just about movement, but about flexibility, adaptability, and the fusion of architecture with technology. The Walking City embraces Archigram's broader vision of plug-in and capsule architectures, where individual units or cities could be swapped, reconfigured, and moved with ease. Herron's design was influenced by early ideas about cybernetics and systems thinking, imagining cities as living, adaptable organisms. For more information, look at the following references.